Check this out, man. I'm going to describe and talk about how we use the leg drag pass in the body map system. This is one of the most important pieces of the whole entire system because I use it for a bunch of different reasons, a bunch of different ways, and this is, if you don't do this already, this will change the way you pass guard and just make it so much more efficient. So we're here, guys. Passing guard is what we call like an entering system. I'm trying to use the guard passing combinations and reactions off of him based and try to find the path of least resistance to one of my systems, one of my subsystems here. So as I'm passing, the cool thing about the leg drag is, let's just get into the position. Let's say I get here. What it is, guys, is it's not a necessarily guard pass. The leg drag position is a position right before you complete the guard pass. But it's a way to control your partner's hips and make it to where they can't turn towards you to get the guard back. And frustration from that causes them to turn the other way, and you'll end up taking the back more often than not. So when we get here, guys, I want to make sure that I make my partner miserable. Let me show you what that looks like. When we get here, I'm going to first be on the insides of my feet, like we were talking about in the headquarters a while ago. My ear is going to face my head is going to face the same direction my partner's is. That's how I'm going to put my ear on his chest. And now, guys, watch this. I'm tripoded. I'm pinching my knees on his hips, and I'm driving all of my weight forward. This hand is on the back, helping kind of lift the hips if I want to. But I'm here to make him miserable, guys. Also, this makes it really tough to get the guard back. Let's turn this way. When I'm here, he needs to get this knee back in front of my chest to get his guard back. But when I have it sandwiched right here and shelved on my leg, he's stuck. His whole entire hips, I'm controlling right around the hips, and I'm elevating a little bit his hips off the ground with my tripod. Makes it tough to move. He's gonna start to move, but it's frustrating. It's really tough. In this battle, guys are going to do one of two things. They're either going to be fighting really hard to turn back towards me, and maybe at some point, I know they're not going to give the back, so I'll settle to side control and then work my pinning system attacks. But what he's going to do is he's going to either try to turn this way just enough to get the leg back up and over or back inside, or he's going to completely turn and completely expose his back. If he completely turns, it's easy to just take his back. Right there. But if he's thinking he's going to get his leg back, he may not fully commit, but he's always going to turn just enough that if I play this right, I'll get his back. Okay? So let's just show what that looks like. If he just turns just a little bit, right there, look, he's going to try to get that leg back up and over. Look, this is just enough to get his back. It's almost like a truck injury, but the goal of this video is not to show how to do that, but to explain, let's turn your head that way, how I use the leg drag to trap my partner. Let's say I completely pass. Let's say I do my X pass. I'm here knee on belly, I end up settling to side control. If I settle right here, guys, and try to control my partner, I don't have the option of taking his back right here. Even more of a reason is right now he can scoot his hips away and work to get his knee back in. So one good strategy that I try to make everybody learn and employ is when we pass the guard, queso or regular, always walk back and put your partner in the leg drag every time. That's gonna seal the deal, make sure he does not have a chance to get his guard back. So let's say I slice through, or if I'm here, I'm just gonna take a second and walk my legs back this direction. And then I tripod. When I do this, man, now he's under a lot of pressure. He's definitely not going to get his guard back. And the feeling of this position makes people think they can do something when they turn. Or they get desperate. Whatever one happens, I'm taking advantage of the fact that he thinks he's going to be able to get out, but I practice this all the time, right? And I'll be able to capitalize and get his back. And they don't need to turn much. They just got to commit to trying to get out. And then boom, I'm on the back. So when we pass guard, guys, I advise, no matter what type of pass you do, walk back towards the legs and tripod on the leg drag. at least to make them miserable, make them tired, but it may convince them to turn. And if they do, that's what we were trying to do. Okay, so man, start using leg drag, walk the legs back, always seal the deal.